okay? The kind you didn't expect, maybe the kind you didn't want, but the one that changed absolutely everything. Well, that was 2017 for me. January started with the end of a relationship that I frankly thought was going to be forever. And I had to ask the question, who am I now? What am I going to do? I've had my whole life on hold for this person, and now that's over. So now what? And the answer to that was, start your coaching business. Come on, Bits, get it together. You know how to do this. You have the training. You love doing it. Do it. So I leaned into that. And in leaning into that, I had to ask myself the question, what lights me up? What brings my purpose? I had no idea. Who am I? I have no idea. 2017, no clue. Because I realized that I had been living my entire life according to other people's expectations. Now, sometimes in respect of those expectations, and in other times in defiance of those expectations. It's not lost on me that I went to the rival college of both my parents. And then 2017 dealt me the hand that I really had no idea what to do with. And I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And at that point, and in that moment, the word I said was no. No, I will not let this diagnosis define me. No, I will not be in a wheelchair in 6 months. No, I will not lose my voice. I will not lose my presence. I will not lose my power. You will not take that. And that became another question. What will you fight for? What part of yourself is so integral, so authentic, that if someone tried to take it from you, you would fight with everything you have? And that was 2017 for me. So I started asking those questions and started leaning into that life. And as a life coach, you kind of look at your own life and say, well, what the heck am I doing? And how does this help my clients? How does this inform my world? And that led me into what I call the 3 keys for life transitions: authenticity, vulnerability, and accountability. And that authenticity, that was a tough one, right? Who are you? What lights you up? And that question right there, what lights you up? Take a moment and think about that. What is the activity that sets you on fire, that warms your heart, that lights up your soul? Is that dance? Is that art? Is that helping others? Is that the joy of being around your nieces and nephews and your friends' kids? What is it? What are those things? Because those are the things that inform who we really are and lead us into that authenticity. And as we lean into that, something else happens. Fear. Fear crops up. Because now we're visible. Because you can't be authentic and hide. Right? Now we're visible. But that fear shows up. It's a fear of rejection, of disappointment, of judgment, of failure. And how do we combat that? Or do we let it beat us? Well, we combat it through vulnerability, through opening up and saying, yeah, this scares me, but I'm still going to show up, and I'm still going to do it, and I'm still going to fight, and I'm still going to be here. It may be a baby step, but I'm going to be here. Integral to that vulnerability is asking yourself, who can I be vulnerable with? Who are my people? Who are the people I trust to see me at my weakest and at my strongest? And who are those people that are going to support and love me on that path? It took me over 6 months to tell my family that I had multiple sclerosis because I was terrified of how they were going to handle it. They didn't let me down. I'll give them credit. They stood up, and they were there, and they said, "How can we help?" I said, "Don't know, but I'll let you know." But leaning into that vulnerability, leaning into my fears, taught me something else, which is that I am stronger than those fears. And that allowing myself to be vulnerable, something I really did not do well, and still don't sometimes, but leaning into that really showed me what courage and bravery was for myself and something to teach my clients. But neither authenticity nor vulnerability matter if you don't have accountability. Okay? And accountability is really, it's what keeps us on the road. All right? Some days we're moving forward, some days we're going really fast, some days it's slow, some days we're swerving in the lane. Some days somebody else is swerving in our lane. But accountability means staying on that road, recognizing our path, and holding true to that. Yeah, that goes back to that accountability, vulnerability, authenticity piece right there. Right? Staying true to that path and surrounding ourselves with the people who support and love us on that path. Because when we start to be in this place, when we really start owning our lives, everything else falls away. Okay? Those things that didn't support us, those things that aren't true to us, they fall back. And we move forward without them. And that's okay. Sometimes it's hard for us to let go, but that's okay. So where does all this take us? Okay? All right, Bits, you can talk about authenticity and vulnerability and accountability. Where does this all get you 8 years later, in my case? It gets me to a place where I'm standing on a TEDx stage. Mind you, I'm standing, y'all. This wasn't supposed to happen. Standing. I'm publishing a book. I am madly in love with someone who cherishes me beyond belief and could not be happier that I am up here today. But those things come from leaning into this. They don't come from hiding. They come from being real, right? This world does not need more perfect people. It needs real people who show up and try and are themselves every single day. We need those examples for ourselves. We need them for our children. That is what this needs. So that is my call to you today. Show up. Be real. Own your story. And embrace the transitions that come to us, because they bring us fully into ourselves. So go out there and own it, guys. Thank you.